Hey, what's up everyone? This is Bellagio, and today's video I want to go over how would you prep your team and how would I prep my team for this Kizuna Blackbeard. Alright, let's jump into it. So I'm gonna explain this real quick. Everything is gonna be, all the team's gonna be built around the assumption that your friend captain must be this guy, the new legend Vasco Shot. Okay, so jump into the first team, Dex Blackbeard. So I summarize everything here is in the table. If you play against Dex Blackbeard, what will you encounter? Stage 2 and stage 3, and then how would you countermeasure that gimmicks. For example, like 5 turns of cruise bind. Then I said here that you need to have a support Lafitte unit, which is this guy. So before we go over this real quick, I want to talk about the 4 things that you must have in this team. This is a generic team. So you have friend captain as this Vasco Shot, the new legend. Your captain can be anything. There's no specific, but as long as your captain is driven, that would be great, because it's gonna be this boss weakness. So you kind of want to have driven legends as your the best driven legend as your captain. So, but the first must is that in your team, beside this Vasco Shot, you need to have 2 more units that has Blackbeard pirate tag. Okay, so Vasco Shot has captain's ability that it will only activate there when there are 3 Blackbeard pirate tags in the team. So you need 2 more. There you go. Number 2 is that you must have Lafitte as your support, and that's because to get through stage 2 without have to activating any special. And then number 3, your Vasco Shot friend captain, he must have special use limit level 3 at least, because level 3 will cancel 2 turns of the level special limit break on stage 3. That's gimmick. If you have him as if your friend captain has this level 3, you can use it. If not, then this team, it's not, it's kind of hard. Then you have to have one of the unit that has this potential ability to cancel another turn of special use limit. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's not really a must, but it's better to have. The 4th must is that this Vasco Shot friend captain must have special double launch, not double lunch. Apology for my spelling. Double launch, not lunch. I must be really hungry when I type this. So your friend captain must have this special launch level 5. So as I show here, these 2 socket here must be must fulfill that requirement. All right, now let's go over this. The team, you need to have good driven captain, and then 2 more of the Blackbeard pirate units. And the text that I highlight with yellow, those are something that you need to work, meaning you need to, hopefully you have that unit. I recommend that because he removed 2 turns of bind, Lafitte, and then the 6th turn of threshold. I recommend this Vasco Shot. If you have this version, plug him in. He fulfill one of the must. He has the Blackbeard pirate tag. And then I recommend this guy Van Ogre. He also fulfilled the tag, and he reduces damage threshold, I think 6,000 or something, drastically reduced damage over that. So he will prevent you from death damage of the boss. So there you go. One thing I need to talk about is this one. 5 turn of left column bind. So you need to have a driven, you can search any driven characters in your character box and then search for any of them that can remove bind. And there's a little bit of a trick is that you need to put him on the right column so that he won't be bind. Okay, so you put him on the right column and then you can activate his special and remove 5 turn of binds. So it doesn't have to be driven, actually. It can be anything, but best to be driven because it works with other team, with your captain. Okay, and oh, also another thing to keep in mind is that this unit, you might want to avoid, check the special, might want to avoid slot boost, because otherwise you have to deal with this barrier 2-time perfects. Actually, it's not the end of the world, at least as long as you can hit 2 times perfect. Right, so that being said, this is it. Generic teams that you should build for Dex Blackbeard. I have another team that I like to recommend. It fulfills all the requirements, and it's a team that came out like last year before 10th anniversary. This Blackbeard right here, it's kind of fun to have him. He get around many gimmicks, like defensive gimmick like thresholds or rainbow shield. So with Blackbeard Captain you don't have to worry about that, but you really need to have this Van Augur version so that he can prevent death damage. And as you look at this, the whole team is strength, so it's going to be really good against Dex, and the whole team is driven as well. And you plug in this guy Vasco Shot as your friend captain and just follow this step. You're basically going to clear it really quick, and probably this might be fun to play around. Alright, now let's talk about what about if you have a full team. So if you have full batch, this is what I'm showing here, right here. This is the full batch that I will be using. So Vasco Shot as my captain, and also Vasco Shot as my friend captain. And this Pizarro is gonna, do all the trick. And the other 3 can be any units. I just plugged in this might change, but as of now I just plugged it in. These 2 are the must that I have. Okay, so that being said, let's move on to the next boss, the Psy Blackbeard version. So generic teams, again, I put all the gimmicks right here in this table. On this table there are 5 must that you need to have this for this one. The first 3 are the same. You need to have at least 2 units in your team carry that Blackbeard pirate tax. And then Lafitte, again, he's going to be really useful because he removes bind. And then the third one is Vasco Shot friend captain must have special double launch, level 5, not launch. And number 4 here is Big Mom category is one of the key, because of Big Mom's captain ability to prevent crews blow away. Yes, that is really real crucial for this team to have. There's some other characters that you can use, but it's not as optimum as Big Mom in my opinion. Big Mom category. And then that being said, if you want to use Big Mom, so why not use King and Kaido, so that Big Mom can activate its special class, special type. And yeah, these 2 units come out around the same time. So I guess hopefully by now, if you guys has been pulling Super Sugo Fest, I hope you guys got a chance to get one of these, one copy of these 2 units. Alright, and then the last thing, number 5 that you must have, is that your team must have potential ability level 3 on bind protection. So I think you guys gonna have this for sure. And The reason I need to emphasize about bind protection is because stage 3, there's 11 turns of crew bind. And as I showed you, you're gonna have to use your Vasco friend captain special on stage 2. So that's already took 3 turns out of it. Then on stage 3, you will activate his special again. Keep in mind right now, all your crews are bind. And you can activate it Vasco shot special the second time to remove 3 more turns of the bind. And team potential another 3, so that you have removed 6 so far. But still you have 5 more to go. And that comes Lafitte. Remove 2 more. Plus Big Mom support. Big Mom support can be this guy, Bao Huang, and the other one, All Pudding. So these 2 will automatically remove 1 turn, including this Lafitte. You remove 3 turns, and then you can activate Vasco Superclass on this stage 3 to remove 2 more binds, and that total will be 11. Yes, it's kind of cut it close here, but you can make it happen, right? Then the rest I think is gonna be okay. These 2 I just put it there in case that if you somehow need to activate this slot boost or type boost, then boss gonna automatically put 10 turns of resilience and 2 turns of rainbow shield. At that point, Vasco friend captain special you might not have this anymore, so I recommend bringing another unit that can remove rainbow shield. It could be this girl, it could be Saturn, or it could be Boa. I put her here because she is powerhouse. Saturn or Katarina, these 2 works pretty good with this team. Yeah. And keep in mind that you don't want to activate this. Try to avoid any delay or putting poison or defend down to Blackbeard. And then what else that we need to talk about? Yeah, the recovery recovery slot, or like recovery turn 2 damage. Just make sure you hit perfect. You have to concentrate when you play this against him. And that's it pretty much. One more thing to mention is that Big Mom Katakuri on stage 2, you have to swap Big Mom to become a captain, your captain. So this on the right here is a team that I recommend. Maybe it should work, I think. But if you have full batch, then the full batch team is gonna look like this for me. This is gonna be my full batch team. I'm gonna have Vasco Shot as my captain, and then Vasco Shot as my friend captain, and then Pizarro will take care of the blow away. And then I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but Frankie has really good final tap. I put this Blackbeard here because he has good rush, and Aokiji here because he has really good tandem. So I have everything rush, tandem, and then final tap. So we'll see how much damage I can do with this team. And that will be all for this video. I hope you guys like my content. If you guys like it, please help me hit that like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.